As I merge into the F1 motorway, the world around me transforms into a blur of speed and exhilaration, the rush of vehicles whizzing by, their electric motors silent on the smooth asphalt beneath the wheels, invites the cyberstar to unleash its full potential. The vibrant urban scenery flashes by in a kaleidoscope of colors as I become one with the pulsating rhythm of the motorway, embracing the thrill of the open road and the promise of the journey that lies ahead. Without any playlist streaming, the silence prompts my thoughts to scratch at my latent paranoia. Avocado, I say, give me something to listen to.
I suggest you allow me to drive. That way, you can attend to your own entertainment.
Seriously? Are you going to fight me the entire trip? It takes Avocado an unusual amount of time to respond.
What topic would you like to listen to?
Anything.
Would you like to listen to some music?
I said anything. Pick something random.
Random or based on your listening preferences?
For fuck's sake, Avocado, put something on. The sound system activates, and an unfamiliar tune fills the cabin, followed by a gravelly male voice.
Welcome back, travelers. Today, we're diving into a thought-provoking topic that's been generating a lot of buzz lately, mandating cybernetics on humans.
Seriously? I ask. Of all the random shit.
Joining me today are two esteemed guests who have different perspectives on this issue. Please welcome Dr. Cassandra Green, an expert in cybernetic technology, and Samuel Ramirez, a prominent advocate for individual autonomy. Welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Likewise, glad to be part of this discussion.
Would you like me to stream something else random?
Random my ass. Just leave it on.
Great. Let's jump right in. Dr. Green, as a proponent of cybernetics technology and the push to implement this on humans, could you share your reasoning behind the government's controversial proposal?
Certainly. The world is advancing at an unprecedented pace, and cybernetics hold immense potential to enhance human capabilities. By mandating cybernetics, we ensure equitable access to these advancements and create a level playing field.
Enough, I say. Turn this fucking shit off.
Would you like me to stream something else?
No, turn it off. The cabin goes quiet. Only the rush of air and the low rumble of the wheels remain as the truck cuts through the atmosphere and asphalt outside. An hour into the trip, a rhythmic sound of something unusual captures my attention, emanating from the back of my truck. It is a peculiar combination of rustling and faint tapping, growing louder with each passing minute. Is it the crates shifting? I wonder. This goes on for another 10 minutes. Concerned and slightly intrigued, I decide to pull over at the next safe spot. I approach a section of unsurfaced land used by the adjacent property owner as a driveway. I pull in and bring the truck to a halt, intrigued by the mysterious sound that had caught my attention. With a mix of curiosity and a hint of trepidation, I step out of the driver's seat, my boots crunching on the ground as I make my way towards the back of the truck. I listen, but there is no more noise. What could be the source of that sound? My anticipation runs thick, as I fear the crates have come undone. This would be a disaster, as shifting the heavy crates back and securing them again would be an impossible task for me to do alone. My heart races in sync with my quickening footsteps. As I approach the back area, I reach for the latch and swing open the heavy doors. I expect total disarray waiting for me inside. Everything seems normal. The wooden containers have been fastened tightly. There is no noise. I stand there waiting a further minute. I climb inside, lean against the timber, and listen carefully. Pushing against the timber, I shake the containers, attempting to ascertain whether objects inside have come loose. To my chagrin, I hear no evidence coming from any of the stacked crates from the Serpent Island Foundation. It's nothing. I jump back onto the asphalt and lock up the back doors. Once back on the motorway, my attention remains on alert, but the noise fails to manifest again. Eventually, my mind grows bored with conjuring up conspiracies that explain the noise in the back of the truck and seek more enjoyable distractions. Avocado? On cue, the audio system turns back on, catching that annoying Samuel Ramirez mid-sentence.
Understand the intention behind promoting equality, but mandating cybernetics infringes upon personal choice and bodily autonomy. We should prioritize individual freedom and the right to decide what happens to our bodies. The government or any entity shouldn't have the power to dictate how we augment ourselves.
Checking the playlist on the dash screen, I read the title of this podcast, The Enigmatic Traveler.
Dr. Green, how do you respond to Mr. Ramirez's concerns about personal freedom?
My attention is abruptly broken when a yellow-colored saloon veers past me, narrowly avoiding a collision with an oncoming vehicle. The screeching of tires and the blaring of horns pierce the air, sending a jolt of adrenaline coursing through my veins. Time seems to slow down for a fleeting moment as I witness the near catastrophe unfolding before my eyes. Holy shit! I yell as I take a deep breath, my grip on the steering wheel tightening, grateful that I averted disaster and resume my journey, now with a heightened awareness of the potential idiots on this highway.
I understand the importance of individual autonomy, but we have to consider the bigger picture.
My thoughts drift back to the road, probing the single-lane highway to spot if any other maniac wants to attempt a high-risk overtake. I notice that a vehicle behind me, a black Trimotors Orbiter, has been behind me for the past hour. Maybe I am being paranoid again.
While I agree that public safety is crucial, comparing cybernetics to vaccines oversimplifies the issue.
I slow down to an unbearable speed, but the orbiter remains in place, adjusting its momentum. The two men inside the car don't seem agitated at all. When I accelerate, they accelerate. When I slow down, they slow down. This annoys the commuters in another vehicle behind us, and they attempt to overtake us, making a daring dash to speed ahead of my truck before any oncoming traffic arrives.
We should focus on education and availability rather than coercion.
You mentioned risks. Could you elaborate on the potential downsides of mandating cybernetics?
Absolutely.
My heart races as I try to shake them off my tail, pushing down hard on my acceleration. The Cyberstar gains momentum, its velocity a testament to the power of its batteries. But the orbiter persists up my tail. With panic, I hit the accelerator pedal and swerve onto the oncoming road, overtaking the vehicle that has innocently ended up in front of me. I know something is wrong when the orbiter starts driving recklessly and pulling the same stunt. The black utility approaches close enough for me to see the menace on the faces of two men. The audio system turns off.
You are driving above the speed limit. I recommend you allow me to drive.
We've got road pirates again, I reply urgently.
How did you establish that?
The orbiter. Look at how they are aggressively driving, their eagerness to tailgate. Pushing the acceleration to its limits, the Quasar Cyberstar surges ahead, racing at 120 kilometers an hour. I skillfully overtake the next vehicle, almost forcing them off the road in my haste. Just as the orbiter behind me attempts to do the same, an endless convoy of oncoming vehicles comes into view, zipping past us. The orbiter finds itself stuck behind a law-abiding driver following me while I forge ahead with determination. In no time, I manage to outdistance them in my rearview mirror, leaving the road pirates behind, disappearing in the hazy distance.